Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. Hey, we're looking out for your health, okay? Now, I'm 89 years old, and I remember years ago when I was a little young guy, physicians, doctors would come to the house and pay. They visit the house and check your temperature and everything. But doctors don't come to your house anymore. You have to go to the hospital. You have to go to the doctor's office. Now, we are going to come into your house free and give you information, okay? Now, this is something about your health. Now, the most important thing is your health. Money and everything, don't worry about that. You got to worry about your health. So call your aunts, your uncles, everybody come to the TV and watch this show, okay? Call your gummadis and gumbadis too. All right, now, my guest today, top shelf, okay? From the community college, Montgomery County Community College, and also we have from Einstein Hospital. Now, my good friend, real great guy, Leroy Howe. Okay, so tell me what this is all about. We got a big program coming up. Tell us what it's about.
Well, first, Hank, I want to introduce myself. My name is Leroy Howell.
Well, that's good. It's good. His name is Leroy Howe.
And I'm with the Einstein Medical Center Montgomery, and I head the community outreach for the medical center.
Now, what do you mean by outreach?
In terms of looking at different organizations that we can partner with.
Oh, okay.
In terms of different school districts, also different community organizations and faith-based organizations in the Montgomery County area.
Right. So, now you got a little something going on here. We got something going on here on April the 6th, right?
Yes, we really came today to talk about the Montgomery County Wellness Expo, which is going to be on April 6th, and it's being held at the Montgomery County Community College.
Right. And
Grace Spenna from the college is here today to also tell you some information about that particular day.
Okay. Now, she threw the ball over in your court.
Hey, I'm ready
Tell
for
me
it.
something about you. What do you do over there?
Hank, I'm the Director of Health and Wellness Initiatives at the college. I've been with the college almost over 15 years.
Good.
And this program that is running on April 6th is going to be our 13th annual Wellness Expo.
13th?
13th annual Wellness Expo.
So it's not a phony baloney. It's not fly-by-night.
No, it's been out there, and we're continuing to work to grow the program. This is a program, a collaborative program between the Bluebell Rotary,
Okay.
the Montgomery County Community College.
That's what you outreach. That's what you're talking about. You reach out and grab the Rotary.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And Einstein Medical Center Montgomery, we're all working together to bring this event to the community. The real highlight here is that we have a combination of low-cost blood screenings as well as many free health screenings. And in our society today,
Now, you are a registered nurse.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
And where did you practice in some of the places?
I started out at Jefferson in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia?
That's where I graduated way back when.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about that.
And I received my advanced degrees in...
Well, you look good for all the experience you got, right?
Thank you, thank you. But I got my advanced degrees from Villanova University. I had my bachelor's in nursing and my master's in nursing. But I've worked at several hospitals. I did work at Sacred Heart Hospital in Norristown at the time that it had closed. But my experience has been very significant over the years. I'm a nurse 42 years now.
Well, I was a police officer in Norristown. I used to drive the emergency wagon, so I was very familiar with Sacred Heart and Montgomery. You know, whenever there were accidents or anything, I'd help put them in stretcher, put them in, and take them to different hospitals. So we would always take the patients to Montgomery Hospital. And so this lady, she got hit with a car at the Marshall and DeKalb Street, and they put her in a stretcher. So, and we take her to Montgomery Hospital. She said, "Oh, no, I don't take me to Sacred Heart. Take me to Sacred Heart." Her sister was some kind of nurse over there or something, it's all right. So we took her to Sacred Heart, okay? And after we took her to Sacred Heart, I got the empty stretcher, was all dirty and everything, take her to Montgomery. So this new intern says, "Well, where's the patient?" I said, "It's the Sacred Heart." He says, "Well, you go over and get a new stretcher over there." So that was something, Yeah. So, I have a lot of memories with both hospitals, And so, all right, now, you're talking about, my opening statement was, we're looking out for your health.
Exactly.
And, when in doubt, check it out. You don't feel good, or, check it out.
Yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
tell us a little bit what we got there. We're going to have the screening and stuff.
Yes, and one of the key things, our theme or our motto this year is take time to check out your health. And that's why we want individuals.
That's like a theme?
Yes, and that's why we want individuals to come to the Expo that's being held at the community college.
Now, good. The date?
The date is April 6th.
The time?
The time is from 9 a.m. to 12 noon.
Okay.
And it's going to be held at the Physical Education Center on the campus.
Right. Now, on this, we have here a little map, right?
Yes.
Tell you how to get there. And also, you've got a web page, so if anybody wants to find out a little bit more, right?
Correct.
Okay, now you got some numbers here. For more information, 484-622-0200
Yes.
for more information, okay?
Well, not only that, for more information, but also to register for the blood tests that
Okay.
we're doing. There's 3 separate blood tests that we'll be doing. Part of what it will do, we'll check for anemia. It also will check for cholesterol and also for glucose or blood sugar.
I'm a diabetes. I checked I was 117 this morning. I'm almost that old, 89. I was 117.
And then there's another blood test that will cover, look at 2 tests for heart disease. And for the men.
Wait a minute. Your blood test for diabetes, I got that, right?
Right.
Then, about the heart, I got a pacemaker. What else?
Yeah.
How about hip? I got 2 hip replacements. What else?
We're not
Like
doing
cataracts. Anything out there?
We're actually not doing
Coming,
hips
it's
this year.
coming.
But part of what we're also going to be doing for the men is for the PSA screening.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
they can
important.
check to see what their prostate level is.
They changed that a little bit, didn't they? The operation, it used to be a different way of checking it, now with blood, and another way of, simpler way. Some men were, didn't want to go up because of embarrassing or all, but I understand they changed it a little bit to get your, what is it,
The
PSA.
PSA.
yeah, PSA, yeah. So don't be afraid, check it out when in doubt, don't.
One of the things, too, that we want to make sure everyone understands is that the low-cost blood screening actually started at 8:30. That runs from 8:30 to 11:30. But the actual Wellness Expo, where all the free screenings are occurring, which is in our large gymnasium, that actually runs from 9 a.m. to 12 noon.
Okay,
So those that are interested in the blood screenings, they'll start as early as 8:30.
all right. Now, there is a charge for the more intense testing, right?
Right.
Right,
So
because that's a process that has to follow through and all.
Exactly, and there's only a need for 1 venipuncture stick, and they could get all the blood tests they want out of that 1 venipuncture stick.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's multiple
Yeah,
sticks.
I know when they take blood from me to get for 1, 2, got 2 or 3 tubes,
Right.
One
right.
is for candy, one's for ice cream, one is for spaghetti and meatballs, It's all changed
Exactly.
around a little bit.
Yeah.
But
One of the things that we want individuals to do to register for the blood tests, we need them to go to advancedeinstein.edu, which
repeat
is the
that again.
website, advanced.einstein.edu, and they can register for the blood test. Or they can call 484-622-0200.
Right, right.
And then we will actually give them a specific time and appointment for when they can come for their particular blood test.
Right.
And then during the rest of the day, we still will be doing cholesterol screenings, vision screenings. There'll be individuals there to talk about women's health. We'll have probably 40 to 50 different information tables in different departments from
That's going to be
Einstein.
indoor, right?
Yes.
It's all indoor.
Yeah.
And then we'll have individuals there. In addition to that, B101 Radio, which is our media sponsor this year.
Okay.
They'll be there with the B. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll have some things, different activities also for some of the younger
Manja?
people.
No.
And for the kids.
No manja? No, I guess not. Well, we'll have to check with
ShopRite.
ShopRite to get some free food over
Yeah.
there.
Hank,
One
of the other nice things about, on this particular day, the college, as part of this whole community outreach, many of our students in the health career programs will be participating in the Wellness Expo with offering either free screenings, health information. Some of them will be collaborating with the personnel coming from Einstein to do vision screening, hearing screening.
Hearing? I got 2 hearing aids too.
Right. Well, I have one, so.
You got one.
But, and we have some local physician practices coming that will be doing chiropractic screenings. If folks are interested in learning more about the CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, we'll have.
In other words, what's out there. It's there for you to find out what's out there to help you.
Exactly. Because
people are, oh, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
You know, I can only talk to experience, okay? If you live long enough, you'll wind up with everything. But I remember I was a former professional boxer, I was a police officer, motorcycle, and every time I get checked, I was in the Army and all that, and it was okay. Then I got a check. Every time I checked, everything was all right. I was really healthy, you know. Finally, got a blood test, and the doctor tells my wife to tell me that I had cancer, you know, colon cancer. So then nice, you know, I said, well, look, what it is, you got to do it. So they operated on me, got the colon, got like a chemo. And 4 or 5 years later, took another test. Hank, you got prostate cancer. You know, okay, well, what do we got to do? You know, boom, radiation. Okay, I'm still bobbing and weaving. You know, so what I'm saying is check it out. If I want to check it out, I'd be out St. Patrick's Cemetery. Okay, I want to live. You want to live? Check it out when in doubt. Okay, don't be afraid. Okay, what else?
Well, let me just pick up on that a second. The history of how this all got started. Really, 13 years ago, one of the Rotarians from Bluebell Rotary, his dad lived down south and actually went to a wellness expo that was coordinated in his community and was given a free colon cancer screening kit. And he just went ahead and tested and actually turned out to have blood in his stool, and through the follow-up found out that he had cancer. Due to the early detection, he was able to have surgery and live many years after that. So his son was the Rotarian who brought this to the Bluebell Rotary, and then the Bluebell Rotary contacted Montgomery at the time and the college to see how we could partner to bring this to our community. So that history, exactly what you just said, you know, that's what we're trying to do, get people to get tested early. Right. So that if there is something, your odds of having a successful outcome are much better. Right. The other thing that we're also recognizing is that so many in our community do not have health insurance or are underinsured. So those folks really have nowhere to go to
check.
Excuse me?
They don't check.
Or they don't check because they don't have the money to go check. And the tests that are being done here for a $39 26-panel blood screen, that 26-panel blood screen probably
that's more intense.
That's more intense.
Right.
They're paying $39, but the actual cost of that is more like $250, maybe $300.
That's a real discount.
So you're getting a discount. Now they might say, well, what if I don't have a doctor? What am I going to do with the results? Well, the good news is through this partnership, those blood tests will be reviewed by a physician from Einstein, and if there are any abnormal results, there'll be a contact made to that individual to see what their resources are and how they might be able to follow up on an abnormal result. So we've tried to close that gap.
Yeah, well, you know, that's great news, you know, and they say an informed nation is a peaceful nation. An informed person is a healthy person. Exactly. So when in doubt, check it out. And that's the only way to do it. I mean, I don't know how we can emphasize that. Did I use that word, emphasize? Is that a big word?
No.
I don't use big words. I don't know, a 50-cent word. Well, what are you going to do? Okay. So, but I can't stress anymore, you know, and I'm experienced with my cancer, you know, so I'm still there. I still get a shot. Mm-hmm. So the doctor, last visit, about 3-4 years ago, he says, Hank, he says, you got cancer in the prostate. He says, but at your age, we just let it alone. Mm-hmm. So every 4 months, I get a little shot, and I'm still bobbing and weaving. So when cancer starts moving, I move with it. Yeah. I bob and weave, you know. So that's why I'm trying to emphasize people, I'm so happy that you come on this show.
Thank
and
you.
be able to talk to people and, you know, and open your heart and open your arms and open everything to let people enjoy life, you know. And when I first, I know when I was getting my first chemo, I was sitting in the room getting my chemo, and this lady was sitting across from me, and she was like real pale looking and there for like 45 minutes or so. I'm just looking, and I got so depressed, you know. And so finally, I didn't know what it was. I said, well, you know, I'm not afraid or anything. If it's something, so it was the fact that I was watching this lady, and I was getting depressed just watching her, you know, because she was really in advance. So I asked the doctor to change my day, which he did, you know. So finally, I was feeling pretty good, you know. I go there, get my thing, and I go home, you know. Finally, about a week later, she's in the same room. So she was always put her head down like this, you know. So finally, she looked her head up, and she says, "You're Sergeant Cisco, aren't you?" And I says, "Yes." She says, "My father was a policeman. I remember when oh my God, I felt so good, that lady, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, you can put yourself in the grave, you know. Saying you got cancer is not a death, what do you call it?
Death sentence.
What do
Yeah.
you call it?
It's not a death sentence.
Death sentence.
You're not
that's it.
dead.
I've been being a policeman. I should have known that. Death sentence.
As I always say, you're not
But
dead.
that's alive.
As I always say, you're not dead until you're laying flat and your toes are pointing up.
What's that?
I said you're not dead until you're laying flat and your toes are pointing up.
That's-
So anyway, but on the other important thing that's happening this day also at the college, and again, this is all part of this partnership, is the college is hosting its annual spring open house. So, and I know there's many folks out there that are interested in ongoing learning. College is not just for the young, it's for the not so young. So we're also at the same time collaborating in our Park House Hall. Our new Park House Hall atrium will be having an open house. So anyone who comes to the Wellness Expo or to the open house will have the opportunity to get shuttled by our shuttle bus between the two locations to really learn more about the programs at the college. And we've got some great programs going on. We have a new Culinary Art Institute program that's going to be starting in the fall.
Well, I want you to come back on my show, and
Yeah.
we'll advertise that too.
Right,
How about the
absolutely.
Times Herald? Stan Husky, they're cooperating on this. It's Saturday, April the 6th, okay, at the community college.
Right.
Now
And-
you outreach. You got long arms. You know, you reach out there, the Manjuni, and then you got the walk.
Right.
Come on, you really are out there punching all the time, right?
Well, one of the things we did want to talk about is the fact that the Bluebell Rotary has been a great partner for us with the
That's
Expo.
great. And you're getting people involved.
Right. And one of the key things that they do is to be able to spread the word about the Expo with posters and with flyers, spreading them all throughout the Montgomery County area. We also, to promote it, we also did a mailing of about 15,000 pieces to 15,000 homes.
Like this?
Just exactly like that.
this.
With that brochure, and it
When you
gives
get this,
all the
look at this,
information.
look at this thing. you
Yeah.
know.
And it
There's the map.
gives all the information that they need as to what's going to happen that particular day.
Right.
And I think the key part of it is to really take the time to find out about your health. Almost every department within Einstein Medical Center Montgomery is going to be represented. The other thing, as Grace mentioned, is taking advantage really to be able to come on to the campus of Montgomery County Community College,
Right.
see what the campus is all about, and also find out how you can extend your learning and things of that nature.
You know, my good friend, Dr. Stout, you know,
Okay.
yeah, when I graduated, they put the Wall of Honor. I'm on
The
the
Hall
Wall
of
of Honor
Fame.
out there.
You're a Hall of
And we're
Fame.
great friends, you know, and every time I try to get her on my show, she said, I can't get in the morning, you know, but I'll get her there. But she's a great person, you know. We had when the police, my grandson became a police officer at West Norton, the graduating class was out there, you know,
Okay.
and she's right there all the time, really, you know, and I'm so proud. And talking about Einstein Hospital, I read in the paper where Einstein Hospital, Montgomery, is far advanced than any hospital in the whole area. And, you know, even it's great. Everybody's talking good about it, you know, because it was controversial, you know, we don't want the hospital, but it's turning out so good, you know,
Yeah, we've had
for the
over-
whole
we-
community.
Yeah, we've had over 4,300 individual patients that have been in the hospital and been taken care of at the hospital. And even from the standpoint of maternity, we've had over 640 births. And that's just since we
little
opened
bambinos.
September 29th. So it's been
that's-
excellent in terms of the acceptance that we've been able to get from the community. So that when I go out and talk to different organizations, it's very easy because they know that we're a state-of-the-art hospital and they know that we're going to be here for years and years.
Yeah, I know when I did a TV show out there and around the hospital and they took me into the receiving ward, the operating room, and it took me into where the little bambinos are born. I said, it's a little part of heaven where little angels come, you know. So that's great. And I haven't heard anybody, and I get around quite a bit here, knock that hospital the way it's working. So we're really happy to have, and you joining in with you're not just sitting there waiting for somebody to come here. You're coming out there and you're helping people. This is so important. Your test of hearing, what else?
Vision, there'll be skin cancer screenings, there'll be information on stress management. We'll have
Stress management, that's a
blood
lot of
pressure
guys.
screenings because high blood pressure is still a significant issue, and we call it a silent epidemic because people could have blood pressure and not really know it.
Right.
And not know
it's
it.
a silent killer.
The Montgomery County Medical Reserve Corps is going to have a table there because there's a lot of great volunteer opportunities to reach out in the community through the Medical Reserve Corps, particularly when there's major health events going on or health issues, or if we ever had a situation where we had to do mass inoculation. The Medical Reserve Corps is one of the key groups that helps to coordinate all of that. We already partner as the college. We partner with the Medical Reserve Corps and other entities at the Montgomery County Health Department when we do like the
Montgomery County, right.
the Montgomery County Health Department.
Dr. Domino.
Dr. Domino and his
This
group.
is my Gumbadi.
Okay. And
He's
you know,
everybody's
when we do the annual drive-through flu clinics, we had our second annual drive-through flu clinic last October at the college. And in 3 hours, we did like 1,247 flu shots for the county, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Longest wait in line was about maybe no more than 20 minutes from start line to finish. So between all the different agencies, we're all kind of connecting together in different ways for different types of programs, again, to reach out to the community, to help improve the health of our community in so many different ways.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, you come into this area and you made so many friends, you know, since you're, you know, I want to say that Leroy's sort of an easy guy. He reminds me of a fighter that just moves, and he don't move unless he's got an opportunity to punch, you know, so he don't waste any punches, you know, and I'm so happy that I got to know him, and I have a lot of friends out there. Dr. Belasco, I had three doctors over here, the heart doctors, Dr. Henderson and another doctor, and so, and it's all about your health, you know. Now, this is going to be held at the Montgomery County Community College, right? And it's going to be on Saturday, April 6th, and the time is?
Blood screenings start at 8:30, Expo starts at 9, and everything finishes up at noon time.
Now, like I say, most of the screening is free. The ones that are more intense, there's a $39, just that's like almost like a cover charge, whatever we're going to call it. But that would be, if you would go to a hospital or someplace else, it'd be a couple $100, you know. So really, that's great, and you're going to meet a lot of friends there. You meet and you, if you have some kind of problem, you know, you talk with somebody, and that's what it's about. One guy has cancer, the other guy has cancer. They talk about it, they help each other. I know a lot of guys will come up to me and they'll say, Hank, you know, what was the first feeling when you had prostate cancer? You know, they sneak around. I said, look, what's the matter? You got a problem? Check it out, you know. But everybody, no, let it go, you know, and it's all right. They try to sneak around, get the information. Don't get information from me. Go to the doctor and get it. Right?
Right. We'll have well over 300 individuals that have come through those doors over the past 13 years. And we're looking forward.
We're talking 13 years.
Yes.
This is Expo.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And as you said, on the flyer and also on the website, advance.einstein.edu, there's a
we can
map.
put that on the screen.
There's a map that has directions. Once they come onto the campus, there'll be signs, lawn signs, that will point them to the physical education building.
Good,
So
good.
they don't have to worry about getting lost or,
No,
or anything
no.
like that.
No. We get anybody lost or anything.
Yeah.
So, all right, go ahead.
The other thing I was going to mention is also partnering with us is the college's athletic program, the Mustang Athletic Program.
Oh.
And our students actually help with setting up the tables the night before. We're looking at over 100-some tables. And then our Center Square Fire Company, the firefighters, actually come on the day.
Yeah, tell them to come to the walk on May the 18th, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to get policemen and firemen to come to the walk.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. We'll close.
Okay.
We'll close it. We're going to be. I got a signal. We're going to close it up.
Okay, well, let me just finish. The firefighters also come and help us take the tables down at the end of the program, and just having that collaboration, it really is a tremendous support in our community, reaching out to the community.
You got a couple minutes. Wrap it up.
Well, part of what we're also going to be doing as a partnership for the community is on May 18th. We will also be doing Walk Through the Park at the East Norriton Stanbridge Park. And it benefits, the money's raised benefits breast cancer programs at Einstein Medical Center, Montgomery. So that's another venue in order for them to be able to help spread health and wellness throughout the East Norriton and Central Montgomery area. But the key thing we want people to do is to take time for your health, and as you say, check it out.
Right. When in doubt, check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come into your home and keep bobbing and weaving. You know, Lawrence Welks, he closes the show, he says, keep a song in your heart, la, la, la. And I would check with your heart doctor, too, Dr. Belasco. You know, keep a song in your heart, check with the heart doctor, okay? So until we meet again, when in doubt, check it out, and may God bless each and every one of you, okay? Adios, amigos. Grazie. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you. Now over here.